Hi guys, forgive me, I'm really sick at the moment. I just wanted to make a video and communicate. Yeah, I came down with a cough and a cold, and I guess just too many late nights. It was after Upper Island. So Upper Island was fantastic, it was a great day out, met so many lovely people, some awesome Australians, Canadians, Americans, and local Pinoy. And as usual, that's why I love taking activities. You can go do something, and then you get to meet great people. And you know me, I'm very sociable. So yeah, that was great, but then had a really late night and then just woke up coughing and sneezing. So yesterday I didn't do anything. So you know, I'm stuck in the hotel, I just have to recover. You know, so I just got to take care of my health. But today I thought, same thing, I got to rest, recover, but I had to make a video. I tried making a video downstairs at the pool, so it's a better view. And people started coming to talk to me. So, you know, these Americans, and they're all really nice people. So Americans came down and the British was there and then an Australian came down. And I just wanted to say thank you to Joe. You know who you are, Joe, he's a really cool guy. I wanted to interview, see, excuse my voice. I wanted to interview him, but he's a bit camera shy, he didn't want to be on camera, so, but he's a really cool guy. He's actually done an awesome thing. He's actually hired motorbikes wherever he's gone in Philippines and rode around the whole country. So he's ridden around everywhere, had great experience. So yeah, he's done really well. And yeah, I might get some shots down at the pool later, but as I said, it's a bit harder because other people will come up and talk to me. And Joe was really funny. He was like, "Man, I recognize your voice." See, my voice is going. He's like, "I recognize your voice." And I go, "What do you mean?" And he goes, "Are you on YouTube?" I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "Yeah, you're that B Adventures." And I went, "Oh, right." Yeah, so he recognized me not from my face, but from my voice, because I'm always behind the camera. So I'm going to try and get in front of the camera a bit more these days. But that's my style. That's the way I film, that's my style. But yeah, so it's really sick, guys. I've already got antibiotics. But I guess, you know, that's a really big travel tip there. I mean, too much air conditioning doesn't help. That's just me and my body. Yeah, you got to be careful, you know, you may be out having late nights, getting up early doing activities, and then late nights partying or whatever. You got to be careful, you wear yourself down pretty quick. And you get sick, and you're in a hot country, and it's not very pleasant, and then you lose your trip. So I've already lost 2 days now, just from recovery. And what else we got going on? And Dakak, this weekend, we're going to Mindanao. That's the most southern island. And we're going to this resort, Fantasyland something in Dakak. So it's apparently very safe. You know, Mindanao's known for, it's dangerous, but it's fairly safe. You know, where we're going, it's a tourist area, and yeah, it's meant to be this wonderful theme park and resort. So yeah, all right, thanks guys, thanks for watching. At the hotel, they give these out, by the way, at the hotel apartments. You know, these are studio apartments. You know, my bottle of water, but these great big LED flashlights, and they're fantastic because of the throw. They have a very wide throw. And you know, I can't stress that point enough, guys. When you travel, you really should have a flashlight. You know, my little sling bag, my little tactical bag. Oh, and the guys at Uppo, the crew were making, they noticed straight away what this was, because I guess the gun culture here. They said, "Man, that's a tactical bag. That's a tactical sling bag." They knew straight away. And you know, one of the senior staff, the divers. I said, yeah, it's cool. And he goes, "Man, you got a gun in there?" You know, like joking around, but he said, "Man, that's what people carry guns in, so that's why you wear them on your chest, so your gun's on your chest, ready to go." And I just joked around with him. I was like, "Oh, no, I'm just, you know, on vacation." But he's like, "Man, that's too obvious, you got a gun in there," you know. No, I was joking around. We're just joking around, it was cool. My trusty flashlight. So these are one of the best with multiple LEDs, just because they're not too intense, you know, just when you want to look around, light up an area. But I cannot stress that point enough, guys. I know, talking about flashlights. Through Philippines, there's been so many badly lit areas, even in the daytime. You know, even like this, like being in a room, being somewhere, and it's just one little poor light bulb. Yeah, it's very, very handy. What was another thing? Oh, another big travel tip. Again, Joe, thank you, Joe. He's such a cool guy, the Aussie Joe. He said, be very, very careful. You know, make sure you check your travel insurance. Okay, you should always have travel insurance. But check that it covers motorbikes. Your insurance may be void if you get on a motorbike, okay? That also includes the pedicabs. The pedicabs are the motorbike taxis, and the trike taxis, they count as a motorbike. So just by getting in one of them, it may void your policy. So you want to always check that you're covered. if you're someone who cares about that sort of thing. I mean, I've been getting on pedicabs ever since I came to the Philippines, but it was just something to be aware of. I guess more specifically, it's if you're going to hire a bike and ride. Also, Joe, he's really cool. He's been riding since he was very young, since he was a young boy, so he's very experienced. So I do not recommend riding the motorbike unless you are very experienced. He's smart too. If an area is too crazy, he won't ride. He knows. If a road is known for being dangerous, up into the mountains of Sagada or whatever, like he got the bus instead of riding. But mind you, he's so experienced, he probably could have done it easily. So that's obviously up to you. But yeah, check your insurance policy, your travel insurance. Also, shout out to Alan, my mate Alan, who got me this t-shirt. He's from Guam. I'm wearing the shirt, man. He's really cool. He got me this shirt. He's in Guam near Saipan, so representing. Right, the mirror's got the reverse. It says Saipan. Yeah. So people think it's an expensive brand or something. It's a really cool shirt. But anyway, what was another good travel tip? You got all the drugstores, Mercury drugstore, local ones. They got all the antibiotics and medicines you'll need. Most of them are very affordable too. What else? You can obviously go to a hospital. If you got sick like me, you can go to a hospital or even the drugstore and they can give you your base prescription and tell you what you need. Here's Dai, she's really cool. Working here. And this is calamansi. So this is often, you see the small ones as garnish. Or seasoning when you go to a restaurant, they have calamansi and chili and you put it in a little bowl. But this is good for us when you're sick because it's like lemons. Get your vitamin C, so I've just been on the calamansi. She's been really cool, she gave me a couple, so on the road to recovery. You guys know, when you get sick, you want to do things. You want to work, you want to do things, you want to do activities, but you can't. So already 2 days gone. Probably a third tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll probably have to rest as well. And then we got the Dakar trip, because I'll be traveling again. I can see the appeal of this place. There's already a couple of people, on YouTube and whatever that have retired here. And they share their videos and their experiences. I mean, I can see the appeal. But, you get bored. You get bored down here because it's so nice and quiet. It's really nice and peaceful. I guess for a younger crowd, you'd probably enjoy traveling the country more. Palawan, Boracay, and do all the tourist stuff. You probably enjoy that more, traveling around. And myself being a bit younger, I've enjoyed that more too. But and there's things you can do. You get involved with the community, you get involved with your local church, you can do charities. I've already been talking to people who've been doing that sort of stuff. But yeah, no, it's certainly a nice, peaceful place. But sort of in hindsight, I would recommend traveling around a bit more. Travel around the country a bit more and have some adventures. But that's just me. What else? Oh, the matchmaker thing. It's seen, especially when you're a young guy, it's seen as a problem when you're single. So I'm moving around too much, guys. I'll go back to the pool. But it's seen as a problem. It's a nice thing. It's kind of sweet. But they see you're single and they don't believe it. They're like, "What? You're a young guy. You're single." It's different to the West. And it doesn't matter if you're at the checkout. I was at the grocery store. I'm in the supermarket or I'm in the shopping mall. And they're like, "Oh, I got a sister. I got a cousin. I'll introduce you." So it's there. There's that community spirit of they want you to be part of something. I really mean that in a positive way. But man, everywhere I go, people are trying to matchmake me and get me a girlfriend. So funny. But yeah, mountaining. There's lots of beautiful mountains up here. Well, obviously the beach. There's heaps of beaches around. There's heaps of beaches nearby and around. You can go explore. There's lots of beautiful, restaurants and bars and whatever. But there's only one big disco, the Why Not? I've talked about that before. That's usually where a lot of the foreigners go, and it's usually where you can get into a lot of trouble. If you're into that sort of stuff, fine. Because there's a lot of foreigners going there, it attracts a certain element. A lot of opportunists will go down there looking to get money out of you. But it's the biggest disco they have in town. You might want to just go check it out. A lot of people go there every night, regularly. I'm just going to come out and say there's a lot of working girls that go down there too. So even the locals were cool. They were warning me, saying be careful. You get a lot of bad girls and prostitutes who go down to the Why Not. Okay guys, I thought of another tip. I'm just chilling out upstairs, obviously. As you can see, got my shutters open, airing out my room. My God, it's so hot. because heat rises, so the heat does rise up to the roof, and it's summertime. But yeah, another tip, what I found in some other travelers, I was discussing with Joe, the Aussie, but there's some other travelers as well and locals. Globe is more common in this region, but it's got better reception. We just find Globe is better in this region, the Visayas, and especially Dumaguete. When we're up in the Luzon, in Manila, even Palawan, Palawan's still part of Luzon, the Luzon region. Yeah, we just found in the bigger cities, Cebu even, Manila, Smart. Everyone's using Smart, and Smart's a bit, I don't know, it's a bit better. But there's times I don't get reception down here with Smart. I was just in the 7-Eleven, just said give me a SIM card, all I had was Smart, so that's what I bought. But yeah, there's another tip for you there. Just chilling out. Came up with another idea, another travel tip. Actually, I'll sit down. To do with the taxis, around the world taxis can try to rip you off. And here, because they pretty much use pedicabs, the trike taxis with a sidecar, usually the max they can fit is 6 or 7 people. Now I've done more myself. Up in Mavino, we had like 11 people. Anyway, the point is, just say you had 1, 2, 3, 4 in the sidecar, and then 5, 6, 2 behind the driver. That's only 6, so you should only pay 60 pesos because it's 10 pesos a seat, or it's meant to be 8 pesos for locals. But it's just a snapshot in time. But whatever it is per seat, because it's meant to be a shared cab, they pick people up along the way. So usually I can negotiate for a special trip. I've worked out now. A local told me what to do. Say no, you just pay for the seats. So it's just me. I want a special trip across town. It should only be 60 or 70 pesos. That's for a special trip. You want the thing to yourself. Maybe if you're pretty good, you can negotiate. Look, I'm only going to pay you 20 pesos, 30 pesos, because you can still fill up the pedicab with other passengers. So, something to consider.